Hello and welcome back to Career Mode, Episode 2. We are now here at the Malaysian Grand Prix as we set ourselves in for qualifying again. So, as this episode gets underway, I want to say thank you for the positive support, or the feedback anyway, on Australia. And now, with that, I'm able to bring you this, Malaysia. Anyway, we're in Q2, and we just made it across the line. The session's technically ended, but because we started a lap before the session ended, we are able to finish this lap. And, well, that's a good for us, because as you can see, we're in 14th place, and we need to get... It would be great if we could get into Q3 after a performance like we had in Australia. But I don't know, there's just... it'd be difficult, because I realized that getting 5th place was a bit easy, so I turned up the difficulty 1, so instead of being on professional, we're on expert, so that may make a bit of a difference. But anyway, as you saw, we were faster than Button in Sector 1, but Sector 2, but here, more importantly, is just where I'm terrible. I just cannot get anything going in this last part of this sector. Brakes down here, I've always been good at this on like a lot of F1 games, but just this year, I'm good on the brakes, but I'm just not good today. 3/10 down on Button, we've lost 8/10 to him in that sector, I believe. That is just way too much. And now, come to the final sector, it's all about power, and I mean, we have the Scuderia Ferrari engine, but we just can't use it effectively, so we are on the borderline of being in Q3 or not. DRS down this back straight, trying to give it our all, a 141.6 to beat. We take a that's just a disgraceful wide line coming out of the final turn. DRS now, trying to go down the straight as much as we can. We're out. We did a 142.8, and that puts us in 13th place, which is a bit distressing. And I've only just realised that Button still got knocked out, but my teammate did not make it into Q2, which is interesting. But 13th is pretty consistent with our stuff in the last one. Anyway, here is the grid. Rosberg leads from Hamilton, Vettel, Ricciardo, Bottas, Alonso, Massa, Raikkonen, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Button, Perez, Tail Soft Cheese, Roman Grosjean, Maldonado, Sutil, Verne, Ericsson, Gutierrez, Kobayashi, Bianchi, and Chilton. So we're kind of like mid-row-ish again. I believe we are 6th or 7th. I think we're the 7th row on the grid. I think we're the 7th, just about the 7th row on the grid. But as you can see, it's raining. I don't know. I don't know if you saw that on the race report or outside before the race started. But yeah, it's a bit wet. So that could be serious problems for us, because a thing I found out about this game is in the wet, the AI have much more grip than you can ever have. Even if you have like a great setup, you just will have no grip. Anyway, here we go. 5 lights are out, and away we go. Here in Malaysia, and we get off to a diabolical start. Grosjean comes past on the inside, then Maldonado is on the outside and overtakes us. Apparently, we're down into 15th, and this turn 1 is just going to be hectic. It's a wide straight, and we're just trying to not make contact with anyone. Trying to make sure we don't make contact with Perez. For some reason, all the AI take a wide line out. Ricciardo's down in 9th for some reason, but we're up to 6th. First turn, we're up to 6th. Hamilton was in 2nd, and now he's down in 6th because we've just overtaken him and taken 5th. Raikkonen coming up on the inside, trying to push us off the track. Takes 5th position, but down the inside, we outbrake him and Massa, and we're up to 4th place. This is even better than Australia. But as we can see, just watching this now, you can kind of see the difficulty curve, or the difficulty change, because Bottas well, it's a bit of a bad line I take, but Bottas is just gone. Raikkonen trying to come down the inside and takes 4th place. Shades of Australia there, but we take it back around the outside line, able to use more of the power. Now heading down to this turn, this hairpin-like turn, we get a bit late on the brakes and we go off the track. But we're able to come back on in 4th place still, just about, and look, the back end kicks out. Raikkonen's on the outside, but he brakes a bit early, and we are just able to retain 4th place, but the back end kicks out again. I don't know who's behind Raikkonen. I believe it's Massa. But for some reason it looks like I'm leading a train. It looks like everyone behind me could actually overtake me, and I could be in 22nd if you look on the mini-map. But as you can see, look, just Bottas is gone. The top 3 are just gone. Speaking of gone, 4th place could be gone right now. Raikkonen down the inside. He's got much more speed than me. But if I just keep it calm, dive bomb it down the inside on a late break. I believe I locked up the tyres, but we take 4th place back. Back is still just all over the place. And now we come across the finish line to complete lap 1, 2 minutes 2, and Bottas is 5 seconds ahead. Now cutting up all the way to lap 6, literally nothing happened. Bottas is now 15 seconds ahead. So that is, yeah, that's a pretty big gap. And as you can see, Hamilton is now behind me. I take an extremely wide line out of this turn. I just couldn't get the grip, and Hamilton takes 5th place. We're trying to go down the inside of Hamilton. We retake 4th. I think I said Hamilton takes 5th. I meant to say Hamilton takes 4th. But as we can see, that Mercedes engine, that is probably the best car on the grid. And Hamilton just overtakes us for 4th place. We tried fighting back. It was to no avail. We made a bit of contact with him. Hamilton took a wide line though and tried swerving into us, and we take 4th place back because of that. Something about the AI on that turn, they always take a wide line if they're under competition. But as we can see, we're just terrible for these 2 set of turns. But anyway, it's lap 7 now. It's our pit stop lap. Raikkonen takes 4th place. Yes, since lap 1 we've been doing a good job of retaining 4th place. Late on the brakes, and we are back up into 4th, but now we have to pit. Raikkonen re-overtakes us, and now we have to pit for another set of intermediate tyres. It's not wet enough for the full wet tyres. There is a little bit of a racing line we can follow. I'm just hoping I can come out ahead of Hamilton now in this pit stop. It is going to be a bit of a bit of a close one, considering we're so far down the grid when it comes to pitting in for tyres. Here we go. Massa is going to come out. I think he's ahead of me. Yeah, there we go. We just overtake Massa. We're going to come out in 11th, but more importantly, there's Hamilton behind us, coming out in 11th, and somehow a Caterham's in the top 10. I realize Ericsson hasn't pitted, but still, like I said in Australia, Caterham being even in the top 12, the top half is just, yeah, it shouldn't happen. But anyway, on our way out now, Hamilton right behind us, and there seems to be a bit of a train behind us as well. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Kind of shows that I hold up a lot of cars, but then again, the AI just doesn't attack enough for them to take the position. It's like the only place they take it is on the straights, and then they brake early into the corners. And it's at a time like this I wish I was playing on PC, because if I was, then I would I would install like an improved AI mod, so the AI actually fought me through the corners, but then I'd be finishing in like 14th every race. But you know, anyway, on our coming out of the pit lap anyway, we are trying to warm up these tyres. I know it sounds weird trying to warm up the tyres in the wet, but apparently the water makes intermediate tyres warm. I don't know how it works. It's stupid. But anyway, as we can see, we have managed to keep Hamilton behind us, but Hamilton has gained on us. He gained like a whole second in that second sector, but he took that corner really early on the brake. I don't know if I turned in on him accidentally. I wasn't paying attention to my mirrors, but I may have turned in on him, so we had to brake. But anyway, it doesn't matter, because Hamilton has just got the speed on me right now. There's no DRS because, well, it has to be disabled. I move over to the side, giving Hamilton the room he desires, but he just, look at this, we're actually side by side, but he just doesn't have the power heading out of the turn that I have, and I'm able to take 11th place back. And now we're going to see where I come out. I came out in 4th place. Oh, well, probably not going to be 4th place now, because Hamilton's just overtaken me again. And I don't know who that is. I think that's Perez coming down the inside, late break, and we come out in 5th, so we have come out where we were, but we're battling with Hamilton for 4th. There's a bit of contact. Hamilton's got the outside line, and thanks to us having the inside line, we were able to take 4th place back, so a successful pit stop there. But Hamilton, as we can see, turns in so much that we almost made contact, and now I'm trying to catch up on him. We make contact again, and instead of getting a penalty, I'm just gonna, well, I thought I did give the position back to him, turns out I didn't. But yeah, we keep 4th. Hamilton slipped back a little bit now on lap 9. I've lost all grip. I'm just swerving around in this wet. Hulkenberg takes 4th place, and now he's just sort of gonna drive off, because I've literally been holding up Hulkenberg since the pit stops. And now, as you can see, look, he just drives away. But I don't know what happened there. I don't know if we just got, like, if the tyres got cold, so they lost all their grip. It was really weird. Anyway, a few turns later now, in lap 9, you can see how much Hulkenberg's pulled away already. And now Lewis Hamilton and Kimi Raikkonen trying to overtake me. Hamilton overtakes me. We make serious contact with Hamilton. Thankfully, we didn't lose any of our front wing. Hamilton put on the brakes so early there, and we just couldn't get the speed heading out of the corner. Hamilton was on the racing line. As you can see, we are trying to chase down Hamilton. We are trying to get 5th position back. But we just can't get it done. Hamilton in that Mercedes engine just pulls away. Bit of contact there. I don't know why I pulled back. That was a stupid decision. I should have just put the power on because I left off the throttle, and look at that, Hamilton's just gone. Perfect grip there. That's what the AI gets. He gets a great grip out of the end of the corner, and he's just gone. Down the field he goes. Pulled out a second already on me. Anyway, here we are, lap 11 now. We're still in 6th. We go a bit off the track. Magnussen's going to come and take 6th place. There he goes. And now we're going to try and take it back. Dive bomb maneuver down the inside. We just don't have the steering, and we push Magnussen off the track, and Alonso takes 6th. Bit of a double whammy there because I didn't want to push Magnussen off the track. I tried my best to try and just overtake him without sending him off the track. I did, and then Alonso took 6th place. There was nothing I could do. Look, Alonso's just gone. That just shows kind of how much we're holding up the rest of the field. Now, as we can see, Rosberg's won this race, and now we're coming around the final turn. Gripping these tyres, there's none. We are going to hold on though. Potentially Massa is right behind us, but I think we're going to do it. We're going to take home 7th place in the Malaysian Grand Prix. A great drive there. A drive that I feel as if I didn't deserve, but what can you do when the AI doesn't try and attack you? If you look in 3 laps, Alonso pulled out 15 seconds on me, and Hamilton was able to overtake Hulkenberg. So that is quite a thing, and as we can see, the only tiree was Daniel Ricciardo. Interesting, but anyway, here's the results. Rosberg won from Vettel, Bottas, Hamilton, Hulkenberg, Alonso, Taylor Softcheese, Massa, Perez, Button, Maldonado, Gutierrez, Raikkonen, Sutil, Grosjean, Magnussen, Verne, Kobayashi, Ericsson, Bianchi, and Chilton, and of course Daniel Ricciardo being the only tiree. So there we go. In the Drivers' Championship, we're still in 5th position. After that thing, we've overtaken Ricciardo because he didn't finish today, which means that we were able to stay in 5th position, I imagine. Actually, no, that would make no sense. Ricciardo would have pulled out ahead of us. Anyway, once again, we celebrate with the team on a job well done. That guy has a massive nose, but we've taken him 7th place. Good drive there. Now we're going to continue in Bahrain, our first night circuit of the race. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. I will see you on Saturday for Bahrain. Take care, guys, and ta-ra.